What's going on, guys? Welcome to this week's Sunday swim. I think some of you may have been anticipating that we're going to see the two new fish I got yesterday. They're in the cube. Unfortunately, you're going to have to wait a few more seconds because we're going to start with the 112 for Sunday swim today. So, as everybody can see though, everything's looking beautiful in the 112. Nice crystal clear water. Got some chonky looking fish going on in here. These guys are fed really well. You see how nice and thick that timba is right there. And some of these other fish too. Bumblebee. This Obie. This William side that decided it wanted to poop on camera for you, I guess. This redfin hap, which I'm really starting to believe is probably a female, unfortunately, but we love them all the same. Still a beautiful fish. If it's a female, it's going to continue to look like this. Still a beautiful fish though. This midnight peacock really coming into his own. Pretty sure he's the boss in here right now, but good looking guy here. And Frontosa is probably down under here somewhere. Very skittish Frontosa. Clown Loach is doing well, living their best life also. So, that'll be the 112 for this week's Sunday swim. As always, the through and through shot to the other tank. Now, let's get to what everybody's probably been waiting for. We'll talk about the cube and the new fish. So, you guys see anything different? There they are. So, this is Silent Tilapia Rhodocii right here. Just starting to color up. I got him yesterday. And then also, where did it go? There it is. Tetrastigma, and he's got a little tiny rip in his top fin. I think you guys might have seen my short about when acclimating goes wrong. They did not like it in that little bucket together, but they're fine together in this big African cichlid community in this 140 gallon cube. This Tetrastigma really likes to move around a lot. I'd like to get another shot because even though he's still coloring up, you can see it's going to be a very, very pretty fish. Still a little stressed, I think. Had about an hour plus drive with those two fish yesterday just to get them here. But, you know, in a couple days, these fish are going to look better and better, these two new guys. And I can't wait until after, you know, a few weeks of me feeding them, getting some nice colors on them. Star Sapphire right here, looking beautiful. That guy and the VC10 you just saw, those came from the same place as the Rhodocii that I just got yesterday, this guy here. And there's a nice shot of the VC10. And also the Tetrastigma came from that same fish guy. And the Star Sapphire. Shout out to London Town Tropicals in Edgewater, Maryland for those guys. Big Red, our German red cichlid. He's lost. I don't think he's gotten Tank Boss back yet. I'm pretty sure this Ali right here, who's looking bright and beautiful, is the Tank Boss currently. Although what I will say is I think Red was a better Tank Boss, because you'll see here this little Eureka, I think he went to the bottom of the food chain this week. He's got his fins nipped a little bit. Nowhere near as nice and flowy as they were a few days ago. And I think this is due to the shift in Tank Boss and the dynamic of the tank. So maybe old Red over there will get his act together and boss up again. We'll see though. But those are the new updates for you guys, and we're gonna keep an eye on these new fish for the next few days and See how well they color up. There's a good shot of the tetrastigma right there for you. Really, really pretty fish. Even at this size, it's going to be a very pretty fish. I just love how they get really iridescent and super colorful. You see that little bit of blue and iridescence that's already starting to come through on that guy. It's really going to be predominant once he fully colors up. It would be a really, really beautiful fish one day, and especially if he bosses up and becomes tank boss, which I wouldn't mind anyways, because that is going to be a good tank boss if he did become tank boss sometime in the near future once he grows up a little bit. I say that because, yes, it's an African cichlid at the end of the day, but these tetrastigmas, they're very good at holding their own, but they're also very good at keeping the peace. They are somewhat of a peaceful cichlid, if you could call it that. So that's going to be it for today's Sunday swim and new videos. I know that some of you might be interested if the fry is still hanging out. Usually he's been in that crack there, right here. I haven't seen the fry in about a day and a half. Doesn't mean he's not in here. Might have just moved to a different rock, I'm not sure. I also did just do a water change. Now I don't think that hurt the fry or caused any issues. But I did also introduce 2 new fish yesterday, so who knows? We'll find out. But again, I wasn't expecting anything out of those fry like I was telling you before. I told you I wasn't sure who Dad was, so I just kind of left them in here and was letting nature run its course. Just a good shot of the rhodocii for you. Also going to be a really beautiful fish when his colors pop out, as all these fish are. And that's, you know, the thing I enjoy most about African cichlids is all the colors and stages that they go through, and that's why I started this YouTube channel, so that I could share all of that with you guys as these fish grow up. So that being said, like, comment, subscribe, share, follow along, and watch the journey of these fish with me. Thank you for tuning in for this Sunday night swim. I will see you guys in the next video, and peace out.